Getting to the point where I can't even tell my friends about if I'm talking to a guy or not because it's like I get all excited, I tell them all about it, and then 3 weeks later they're like, "So, how's Mike?" And I'm like, "Who the fuck is Mike?"
That's the level of depth you're dealing with if you choose to date these women. You know, it's a Saturday, you're getting dinner around 7. Heck, you're not her first date today. Heck, you're not even probably her last. What do you think they're talking about when they say be about your roster? You know, you look at some 20 something girl's calendar and she has dates planned with men like, like it's a part time job, guys.
Oh my god, what do you do? I'm a whore for attention. I'm an attention. Roses are red and violets are blue. There ain't a man on this planet that can tell me what to do.
You go, Queen. You know, it's nearly impossible to date these women when they're so uncooperative, and instead of working with you to grow together, they instead choose to be combative and attempt to, like, emasculate you.
So, in an attempt to be mature and be honest with people, I told this man who's been trying to hook up with me for weeks and I've just been flaking on him. I told him, I was like, okay, like, honestly, I don't see myself being able to make time for you. I'm really busy right now. I'm sorry I've been so flaky. His response to that was nice. I'm done.
The way she said hook up, I'm not really sure if she meant, like, bedroom fun or just a date. But it seems to me that you were the disrespectful one because you flaked on this man literally multiple times and then you had the nerve to trash talk him. You know, he doesn't bombard you with appreciation for acting like an adult the first time of your life, and it's like, heaven forbid. It's kind of funny that you can actually see how hurt she was when she realized he actually didn't care that much. You know, this dude was probably casting out his fishing line to multiple other women. You know, you're not special.
I'm a single mom, I work from home, and I live in a retirement community. So unless I meet a guy on TikTok, I will not be getting into a relationship.
Shit, I don't even know. Like, I can't even tell you that. Like, like, if I don't know, like, never know, like.
You know, and to that, I just have to say, give it some time. I'm pretty sure the seniors will be seeing you at bingo night pretty soon when you get desperate enough. These chicks are so shocked when they go from, like, loads of high quality men wanting to date them to suddenly being in an echo chamber when they become a single parent. You know, suddenly life gets a lot harder when there's an 80% decline of the people willing to do you favors constantly while you're laying down comfy on your princess pillow.
One thing that I learned over these last 2 years of like, casually dating and figuring out what I want, and one that's going to seem really obvious to others, but I didn't really realize I wasn't doing this until it hit me, is that you really do have to love yourself first before you can be a good partner for somebody. And that's not to say that I don't love myself. I do. But I wasn't loving myself the way I want to be loved, you know? For a while, I found myself really solely attracting people who were very clear from the beginning that they didn't want a relationship. And I thought that if I were smart enough, or pretty enough, or funny enough, or changed myself into the person I thought that they wanted, that they would change their minds and want to be with me. And that is just not the case.
The ultimate wall for a woman is a man who can't be manipulated. Women have trouble comprehending that there are men out there that are unaffected by their simp magnet. You know, their voodoo, black magic, their manipulation, whatever you want to call it. The guy literally was straight up with you. Women get into this mindset with these Todd types that if she's able to win the affection of a man who initially rejects her by changing herself, that somehow she's won. You know, and maybe now she thinks she's like a woman of value. When they say they need validation, this is what they're talking about. You see, they don't feel worthy of love until she's able to take a bite out of the forbidden fruit, or at least have the option
And that is
to.
nobody's fault. They never lied. They never treated me any differently. They just didn't want a relationship. And I took that really hard. I thought that meant that there was something wrong with me. And I went through a very lonely, very sad place.
9 times out of 10, the more generous you are to a man, the more inclined he is to take advantage of you.
What kind of men are you spending your time with, lady? You know, the majority of men are not like that. You know, there's not much to take advantage of when you literally bring nothing to the table.
Because even in your head, you're just trying to be nice, right? But to them, this is you feeling like you're not worthy enough, so you have to buy them things or do things for them to prove your own sense of self-worth.
So one of the things narcissists will do is they'll accuse you of doing the thing they're actually doing. Obviously, when you're in a relationship and you have the love goggles on, you're a lot more inclined to let your guard down. And I'm sure a good portion of you guys are aware, but these girls will literally have you thinking you wronged them after in reality they're the ones who wronged you.
And you thinking that doing more things for him was somehow going to make him not feel that way, you're sadly mistaken. It's just going to make him resent you more. Illogical, right? But that's how they are. And start losing respect for you because they know how they treat you. And them knowing that you know how they treat you and you're still willing to do all this stuff for them, it's a wrap. They don't view that shit as generosity or kindness or you just trying to be nice. That shit is a loophole for them. Because when you're constantly giving them all this stuff and they treat you like crap, it's only reinforcing their behavior because they say, okay, well, when I treat her like crap, she feels the need to constantly prove herself. Don't do this.
The description she gave did not sound like a man at all.
Things single women aren't doing anymore, part 20. The 20th thing we're not doing anymore is trying. We're not trying anymore.
And when did you stop exactly? Because I really can't tell a difference. The level of effort these chicks give in dating towards your average dude is non-existent. All they have to do is basically wake up, download an app, and do a couple swipes on their phone. That's their contribution right there. Meanwhile, the guy's spending like months in the gym, working overtime at his job. And for what? For some broad that looks like they've never seen a gym in their life?
You can call it dating if you want. I don't like to use the word dating because I don't think modern dating culture actually involves any dating at all. I think it just involves a lot of effort that is never rewarded with a relationship. So from now on, we are not trying. We are not trying anymore. Here's why. All of that trying, all of that effort that you have put into trying to find someone, has it worked yet? Has it worked yet? I'm asking. If you're single and you're watching this video, it hasn't worked yet. And I'm not saying this to be a huge bitch. I'm saying this to let you know that trying never has to work. Also, think of all the couples you know right now. Are they together because they were aggressively trying to find each other? Or are they together because they met through friends, met at work, met on an airplane? I don't know. Think about it.
Talking about the few veteran relationships I know of, they usually value the idea of family and they also believe in cooperation, rather than being of the opinion that all men are evil and we should abolish the nuclear family. Those opinions usually are going to be a pretty big turnoff regardless of how much effort you put in. Thanks so much for sticking around to the end, guys. If you like this video, please leave a like and a sub. It's your boy Sassery. Peace.